Let me tell you something that may surprise you. You don't lose libido. People don't lose libido. They lose the conditions for libido. So let's make that clear. And desire can return. You're not in the mood. You're not responsive to desire. Let's work on it. Let's do these things so you can reclaim your sex life. If you're wanting to feel in the mood before you touch your partner, you might be waiting forever. For many people, desire is responsive. It shows up after intimacy begins, not before. So let's talk about all this. Let's unpack it so you can be on your way to having the sex life that you want. I am Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and on a mission to destigmatize sex and elevate sexual health conversations like they deserve. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I'm happy you found us and join this vibrant sex positive community by subscribing. Your subscription does not take any of your time, does not cost you anything, but that tiny gesture helps the algorithm prioritize my content instead of hiding it, and it helps this channel be found and grow to reach a wider audience. To find other ways to support this channel, go to the description section of this video and click on the icons that appear on this video. So don't be shy. There's no shame in being curious and learning about sex. So do it with me right now. Find that subscribe button and click on it. Thanks. Now, let's rebuild desire without pressure, without shame, and without turning sex into a performance review like a job, like an assessment. The biggest misunderstanding about libido is that most people think desire works like this. I feel horny, then we get intimate, we get to it. But for many adults, especially under stress and in long-term relationships or during parenthood, hormone shifts, and burnout, desire works more like this. I feel safe and connected. I start engaging, arousal wakes up, and the desire follows. That's what we call responsive desire. So if you're someone who rarely feels spontaneous desire, you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. Your nervous system just needs kind of like a warm-up. The desire ingredients checklist for libido that disappears is that desire usually requires some combination of these things: emotional safety, repair after conflict, reduced stress, and definitely enough rest and sleep, feeling seen and appreciated and wanted, erotic novelty and play, body comfort, no pain, no dryness, no ED unmanaged, time and privacy, that's huge, non-sexual affection that feels safe. If those conditions disappear, desire doesn't die. It just goes into kind of like silent mode. The pressure paradox is that chasing actually kills libido. Pressure creates a threat response, and threat response kills your arousal. And here's why. Begging doesn't work, pouting doesn't work, sulking doesn't work, guilt trips don't work, passive aggressiveness doesn't work, you never and you always conversations in bed don't work. Desire needs freedom to express itself, and this is a pleasure ladder, the fastest way to rebuild trust. A lot of couples are stuck because sex has become all or nothing. Either intercourse happens, a penis and a vagina, and a penis is erect at all times, or nothing happens. That's too big of a jump for a stressed nervous system. So we use instead the pleasure ladder. Safe touch, like cuddling, massage, holding, like just being close to each other's bodies, affectionate kissing without any expectation, skin to skin contact in the shower, together in naked cuddles in the bedroom, erotic touch over clothes and playfully, manual and oral pleasure, intercourse as an optional, not mandatory activity. And this is important. You can stop on any wrong. Stopping is not a failure. It's consent. So here are the 3 rituals that rebuild desire without forcing sex. Number 1, the 10-minute daily touch. 10 minutes a day for 10 minutes a day, every day with no escalation, no expectation, no goal of sex, no, so where is this going afterwards? This retrains the body to experience touch as safe again. Ritual 2, the weekly intimacy meeting with 2 questions that you're each going to ask each other. When did you feel close to me this week? When did you feel distant? And what do you need right now? There's no attacking, no accusations, no defensiveness, just data, just collecting data. And then the protected connection night once a week. The phones go away. There are no chores, no problem solving conversations, intimacy that is allowed to be playful, sensual, erotic, and that frames intercourse as something optional, not mandatory. Scheduling doesn't kill desire, people. Avoidance kills desire. So schedule intimacy. Scripts can be used tonight. And for the low desire partner, they can go as, I'm not in the mood right now, but I'm open to warming up if we take pressure off and go slowly. And for the high desire partner, thank you for being open. We can stop anytime. I want this to feel safe and good for you. See, that's different. That one line, we can stop at any time, is like a libido boost. If desire is blocked by pain, ED, hormones, or medications, do not turn a medical problem into like a moral failure or a failure of your relationship. If there is pain with sex, dryness, erectile dysfunction, pelvic floor dysfunction or issues, effects from medications, perimenopause, menopause, low testosterone, get medical help. Desire grows when the body is actually well, when you're physically healthy. And then your 4-week desire reset as a simple plan. Daily 10-minute touch with no escalation. Week 2 at weekly intimacy meeting. Week 3 at connection night with no pressure for intercourse. In week 4, introduce pleasure, the pleasure ladder. Experiment with one new thing, one new rung. And measure progress by how close you feel to each other. What's the comfort with what you're doing? What is the frequency of affectionate touch that is not sexual? Are you experiencing reduced anxiety around initiation, not just intercourse count? So for all of you out there, let me ask you, are you spontaneous desire or responsive desire? Or maybe a mix depending on the circumstances and the day. What kills desire fastest for you? Stress, resentment, pain, or routine, boredom? Which ritual would help you most? Daily touch, intimacy meeting, or a connection night every week? Comment below. I read all of your comments and I want to learn from you. And I just want to transition this conversation by saying, if you're waiting to feel in the mood before you engage in intimacy, you might be waiting forever and you're doing yourself and the other person a disservice. Many people experience responsive desire, the desire that appears after arousal begins, not before. And that's not a failure. That's not a defective mechanism. You're not a defective toy or machine. It's just how you operate, or maybe how you operate in this moment. And that is okay. And we need to be able to state what we need without any fear of negative consequences. And we also have to be able to hear that from the other person without becoming defensive and this becoming a fight and a personal attack. So do this every day. Tell me how it goes. This is Dr. Tangie, the sex doctor. As always, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. See you next time.